All right, leaving Father Tom's campsite. Thankful for that place. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that was a blessing. Right off trail. I got to have dinner last night that was right across the street. There's always something about being able to use a porta potty and having running water. It was all good. I had made a schedule out for like 2 weeks. I knew I wasn't going to stick to it, but I was trying to as much as possible. So that's the only thing that kind of stinks, is that now I'm off, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm waiting today to see about funeral arrangements, you know, because I might be getting off trail again. So it is what it is. Today's goal, I gotta walk over here for a second, is to, I think it's like 16 something miles is one goal. And then there's another option of 14 something. So I like having both of those options. There's a hiker feed at 14 something miles. Just gotta say hi to my friend. Hey, buddy. And my goal is to get there by 5 o'clock. I have a big climb today, Mount Greylock. It's the highest peak in Massachusetts. And other than that, that's about it. I haven't really seen a lot of geese on this hike, especially not in an open field. But okay. So when the trail got off of the road and back into the woods, right there at that road crossing, there was a Dollar General. Not right there, but I mean, it was super, super close. Like, you could see it. And I thought about running in there just to like get something to consume right now. Nothing to pack out. I don't need any food to pack out or anything with it. I was like, no, just get going. And then that climb that I just did, which, no shocker, climbs out of cities are always blah. I was thinking, darn it, probably should have just went and grabbed like a Mountain Dew and a honey butter or something to power me up that. But oh well, I'm up it. I don't know if I want to climb you. I got things to do today. This look kind of fun. Sorry, Reynolds Rock. I gotta stay focused. Point one from the summit of Greylock Mountain, or Mount Greylock, or whatever the heck it is. Drinking water. Much appreciated. Restrooms, much appreciated. I think that over here too, there's a place where it's like a hostel that you can stay at. Trying to be rude, but there are a lot of people here. It's just it can be kind of like culture shock. What a beautiful quote. Yeah, I remember going to the mountain for sure. So that is the War Memorial, which I'm sure you get a much better view. I am just trying to finish my day. Sorry. Definitely an interesting view. Gonna eat lunch at the summit, but somebody told me there was trail magic down here. Awesome. This is like some crazy trail magic. Actually, fresh food. Do I even know what that is anymore? That view is really pretty. From here, anyway. Oh, I'm sure I'll get it again. Oh, when I cross the road. Okay. Wow. Very nice. That was amazing trail magic. I don't think I've ever had a salad that good, like ever in my life. So wow. Kudos to them. Everything, I can't remember if I said it when I was filming, but it's from their farm. So the kids grew everything in that salad, tons of different things. The corn was amazing. It was really nice. Also, it was lunchtime anyway. That worked out really nice. Because if anything, I might have spent maybe, I was there for 45 minutes. I'm usually, actually, not quite 45 minutes. So yeah, I usually take a half-hour lunch anyway, and maybe I was there 40 minutes, whatever, it was perfect. The only thing I was like, bummer, when I was fixing to leave, one of the guys was like, oh, do you need to charge your phone? And I was like, oh, I would love to charge my phone, but I was leaving, so there's a chance, and I'm trying to get to that trail magic that was the whole, like, I didn't know about that trail magic, but my whole goal today was to try to get to this other, it's called like the Mega AT Hiker Feed. They end at 5. Right now it's 1:30, and it was like 6 point something miles away, less than 7. It's gonna be close. Luckily, looks like Nasty Incline is done for the day, so just do my best. If I miss it, at least I got that awesome salad. People doing trail magic were really kind. I get it that since it was at such a public place, people who aren't hikers probably have no clue what's going on, you know. So this woman came up, a couple ladies came up with their child, and she was just kind of like, excuse me, you know, what are the food options here? Like, and instead of being like, oh, this is just for hikers, which they could have said that in a very kind way, and it would have been perfectly fine, but they, you know, just said, oh, we have salad, we have corn, and then they said, and it's free. And I just thought that was really cool. And then later, when it kind of dawned on them that it was supposed to be for hikers, and you know, the people doing trail magic said something like, it's fine, it's for anybody. I just thought that was really cool. Because then, like, some section hikers came, and they were like, oh, we're just section hikers, you know, like, and they were like, absolutely. And they kind of were like, yeah, they kind of pointed out without the people hearing them that, like, hey, we're feeding regular Joes off the street. So I just thought that was really nice. Handled very, very smoothly, very kindly. This is the view from Mount Prospect. I don't know if it's just hazy or if this is another situation like the other day that might have been a result from Canadian wildfires. I don't know. My second trail magic. So the first thing I did when I got to trail magic basically was plug my phone in. So darn it, I didn't even get any pictures of my food or anything. I had a hamburger, a hot dog, all kinds of good salads, like potato salad, bean salad, I don't know, desserts, all kinds of desserts. Had a wonderful time visiting with Two of the ladies that were there, one is Miss Renee. Oh, I need to get a picture of that. One is Miss Renee. She lets campers camp at her house. I would have loved to do that tonight, but I felt like I need to get a couple more miles in. And then the other is a lady whose husband is through hiking right now. He's actually the AT chaplain, and she had seen some of my like very early videos before I even got on trail, so that was cool to get to talk to her. It was just a very nice visit, a good break mentally, I think. Good food, whatever, all of it was good. So I'm gonna get, it's less than 2 miles, 1.8 or something like that, to the campsite. My belly is full and I have a lot to do tonight logistically to figure out getting off trail to go to the funeral. So hopefully I have service when I get there. This has been like this for like, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile. Very lovely. I'm obviously leaving Trail Magic with full water, but if I wasn't, that would be a lovely place to get water before camp. I missed the 1600 mark. I was paying attention right when I like was leaving town and I was by those people's driveway. It was like $15.99, and I think that distracted me because I was like, oh, this is weird. I feel like I'm walking through somebody's private property. And then I forgot to look for the 1600. Oh well. I'm past 1600. Yo, wait a minute. This means I have less than 600 miles. It is so weird to think that I have 500, even though it's like 590 something, but it has 500 something miles left. My GPS says I'm at 1601.1, but yay for whoever made that. I would not have wanted to take the time to do so. Maybe they were like me and they forgot. I'm going to count it and get a picture. And it's birch. Yay. I'm not going to cry. Did plenty of that yesterday. But I want to. I have so much to do tonight. I need to find a plane ticket and book it and communicate with my family. And I have no service here at my camp spot. I've had service every night that I've camped for like 2 or 3 weeks. Giggles. And then when I like absolutely need it tonight, I don't have it. It's 6:46. I don't have service to see when sunset is. I can't remember. I feel like it's like around 8 now. I Garmin messaged my boyfriend. I have him tell me what time sunset is. I might hike on. I get into Vermont in like a couple miles, and then the camping regulations end, so I could stealth camp. And there's a maybe spot in 2.5 miles. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do 2.5 miles. I just looked, and the next mile is all uphill, kind of steep. But I think I need to. And I know there's not a guarantee that I'll have service when I get there, but I just feel like I need to try. The next 0.3 miles has a grade of over 1,000 feet per mile. That's exactly what I feel like doing after 7 p.m. Not to be dramatic, but I feel like sometimes the trail's kind of rude to me. Like, the terrain right now and the incline just isn't really what I have energy for after the day that I've already had. So, trying real hard not to get frustrated. This doesn't mean that I'm not still annoyed. But that makes it a little better. Okay. Okay. Is this a different sign for the AT? Probably doesn't really matter. The AT and the long trail or the long path or whatever it's called. Whatever. Yeah, that was my sign. Why did I have to say long trail on it? Why doesn't it say Vermont? I mean, I don't know. What's my name? Where am I? Okay. Yay. I'm in Vermont. Being the ever rule follower that I am, that's the sign that says welcome to Massachusetts. That's the sign that says welcome to Vermont. What is this? Can I camp here? I'm tired. I thought it was a camp spot, but it had a bunch of roots and it wasn't good. Supposedly there's a spot, point to ahead. Fingers crossed. Oh, I didn't even get a picture. That was a fake smile. Really, really happy. Okay, found a spot. I don't think anyone else is here. It is dark, dark. If there is anyone else here, I am sorry. And I have service. Thank you, Lord. I do wish someone else would set my tent up for me and hang my bear bag, though.